I'm going to show you how to quickly identify a fraudulent deal in real estate investment. Real estate is one of the booming sectors in Nigeria, most especially in places like Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Lagos. Because of the booming and the craving by people to invest in real estate, there are so many fraudulent deals in real estate that most times, if you are not careful, honestly, you will lose your money. Like, you might be losing hundreds of millions in real estate. But don't be worried. I will show you how to quickly spot a fraudulent real estate deal. First way to identify a fraudulent real estate deal is that it is usually sold at a ridiculous price. Take for instance, in places like Gusapi, Abuja, where 1,000 square meters of land is sold for like 200, 250 or 350 million, depending on the positioning in Gusapi. You might find some of those plots being sold for as cheap as 50 million or even 40 million. If you begin to see deals within that range in places like Gusapi, you've got to be very, very careful, because most of the time when you make deep findings, you discover that that land actually has an issue, that if you buy that plot, your money will go. You might be thinking it is a good deal and you are getting it at a very cheap price. No, most of the time there's an underlying factor in it that the seller would never let you know. It is until when you buy the land and then you are trying to develop it, that is when you discover that your money has gone. The prices are usually very, very cheap. In fact, you'll be getting it at a ridiculous, very cheap price. In fact, in some instances, they will even target a distress sales. Be careful. Always do your due diligence before putting your money into such property. Now, the second thing is, they are always in a hurry to tell you to come and make payment. Now, in most instances, they will tell you that the property is a hot cake. Like 2 or 3 persons have come, they have collected the account number and they want to go and make payment. And that if you actually love the property and you want to get it, you should make your payment within 24 hours. My brother, see, let me be sincere with you. Be very careful. Not just in real estate, any business you are going into and then somebody is hurrying you to quickly come and make payment. Be careful of such business, because your money could easily be swindled. Your money could easily be taken away from you. And the moment you have made transfer to them, trust me, most of those agents or most of the guys that were selling it for, you will never see them again. You will not see them. And before you know, you begin to jump from one court to the other court trying to recover your money. But come on, why would you have to go through such stress when you could easily do your due diligence? I've experienced this before. Now, I wanted to help a client get a property in Kubwa, Abuja, Arab Road precisely. As of the time I wanted to get this property for this my client, a plot of land in Arab, 1,000 square meter, you could get it within the range of 20 million naira. As of the time I wanted to get property for this man. So what happened was, there was this land I came across and the people were like, this land is being sold for 10 million naira. That as soon as I pay 10 million naira, I will get the land. That is a distress sales, that the owner is not feeling fine. They told me all kind of stories to convince me. But you know what? I am smarter than these guys, because I've been doing this for a long time. So I know some of these tricks. You know what I did? I got a copy of the document for this land to go and do my own due diligence. I went to Buhari Area Council, because you know Kubwa is under Buhari Area Council. So I went to the secretariat to go and make findings about this land. As soon as I got there and I handed over the paper to the guy that was in charge, he just turned and looked at me and just smiled. You know what he told me? That you are the 5th person that is coming for this property. That is to say, 4 persons have paid money for this property and the cases are already in court, that I'm the 5th person that is coming for the property. So if I pay money, I will be the 5th person that will be dragging a plot of land in the court. When he told me this, I didn't just stop there. I went further to AGIS, which is Abuja Geographic Information System. Now, this AGIS has the history, the information about every single government allocated plot in Abuja. When you get there, you pay a small fee and then they will give you information about any plot that you want in it, the coordinates, the history, and every single thing about that plot that you want. So I got there and trust me, they told me the same thing, that that plot has issue. But the guy selling this plot of land actually wanted to trick me into releasing money. So the person who bought it before knew that the land has issue, and so he's just looking for a way to just quickly get, even if it is 10 million naira out of it. and then he will leave you with the trouble to go and start fighting other people. So you don't really have to go through all these things if you can do your due diligence. So for every single plot, particularly if you are buying a plot of land within the airport road in places like Lugbe, make sure you do your due diligence, because most of the plots in airport road, they have issues. I've seen 2 of my friends lost their lands completely. They bought it individual land, not from estate. They bought individual land, and as I talk to you today, they lost that land. You know why? Because the land had been sold to more than 2-3 persons. So the time, the energy and everything you would waste in trying to fight, trying to claim a land, man, why don't you spend that energy in doing what we call due diligence? Make findings about any particular plot of land before making payment for that. In most instances, if the deal is ridiculously cheap, they are giving you a time like 24 hours or even less than for you to quickly come and make the payment, that's a red flag for you. And what I will always advise individuals, instead of just buying a random plot somewhere, buy from credible real estate individuals. That's because the trouble, the hustle of fighting, for a plot of land, it is just not worth it. Because if you buy from credible real estate individuals, they would have done all of these things for you. So all you need to do is just make your payment and you are good to go. So I remain your guy, Dave, Abuja's most credible real estate investment coach.